Hey, back again. Grappling Dads. This is Paul.
I'm Kip.
Interesting show today. It's a bit early, I'd say.
A little off the cuff. Off the cuff.
Yeah, little thing with being a grappling dad is things come up on your podcast nights on occasion. It's happened
Usually
before.
Family things.
Yeah,
family things.
Yeah, dad things. So Kip sends me a text. He goes, yeah, we can't do a podcast on Tuesday. So pick another one. I'm like, well, Monday and Wednesday is Jiu Jitsu days. I don't want to pick that. So how about in 5 minutes?
Perfect.
He said, perfect. Let's do it. So we don't have a pro tip. But what we do have is our own ideas. Just kidding. What we did instead.
No, we just stole somebody else's shit.
And we've done this before. We go to the Jiu Jitsu Times archives, if you will.
And we do. We've done it a number of times. I really need to, talk to those people.
Dude, they got good stuff. I like
they do.
Yeah.
And their podcast is totally different than ours.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's very interview based and all that shit.
But I look forward
to which we're really good at.
Yeah. Or not.
Did you see one of the guys that messaged in is a black belt down in Indiana and has I think it's dynamic BJJ or something. And he mentioned that. He was like, man, I really like to hear from other jiu-jitsu practitioners. But seriously, I really like your show. Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
If you want that, listen to Grappling Central.
Yeah.
Because he does them all.
Have you tried listening to him lately?
No.
So, I mean, he's not any different, but his advertisements, I want to punch him in the face. Have you heard them?
Oh,
the reads and shit?
Bro.
They're fucking terrible.
So
I would not buy, I would be like, wow, it's an amazing product. He annoyed the shit out of me, so I can't buy it.
You know what I hate? And we're not shitting on his podcast. We understand he's
he's way better than us. Totally fine with that.
We get it. What we don't like is being, oh, this is really interesting. This is fascinating. I really like what he's. Hold on, stop right there. I'm gonna break in with this.
Well, dude, every time it's like, here's the really important part. Brought to you by McDonald's. It's like, what the hell? What did happen? You can do that. You can edit that in if you wanted to, really, but he doesn't.
Oh, I don't even like when he edits.
Yeah, even when he pops them in, he does ad reads.
I don't like radio because I don't like commercials in between my shit. That's why I listen
and
to
we're
podcasts.
not going to do that.
No.
We'll do what we do now.
So you get,
or we'll do reads before the show. Like, if you want to fucking listen to them before on the way in, but
you get paid more for a mid-roll.
A mid-roll,
yeah.
I just don't see we're going to do that.
I don't care
because I hate it that much. I hate it.
I'd rather make so much less money
than do a mid-roll.
Exactly.
Just because I love you people. Also, it annoyed the shit out of me. I can't stand it because he does it. He introduces the person. I'm like, sweet, this dude's awesome. Brought to you by. Fuck you. I don't want to listen to your annoying read. No, stop it.
Yeah, so quit doing that, bro.
Yeah,
just stop.
Stop being way better than us.
You're good. You're good enough. You can do it your way.
Stop being way better than us. It's not cool. But yeah. What are we ripping off from Jiu Jitsu Times tonight?
Oh, so a while ago I read an article called "What I Have Learned Rolling with New White Belts."
Now, I immediately raised my hand and said, didn't we do this one recently?
And I said, sort of, but no, not really. It's 100% different, and by 100% I mean like 50%-ish, somewhere around there.
Kind of.
No, it's a whole different premise about rolling.
Yeah, it is. It's a different angle to look at it for sure.
Our last show was about how it benefits us as far as learning technique.
Yeah, brown rolls with purple and purple roll with blue so you can get your game. Yeah.
Yeah, this is more of a self-defense aspect of it. So
yeah,
we'll get into that right after our sponsors. Yeah, see what we did there?
Yeah, see? We tell you what it's about to see if you're interested. And if you are, you'll last through what we were going to fucking talk about real quick, and then we won't bring it up again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I don't know. We bring up tap tape later a lot because it just fits in so many places.
It does. Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got let's go with them. Tap tape, lead with that son of a bitch.
Do it. Get on the Amazons. Get you some Death Grip because it's the best.
It is. Well,
hey, you can like the Fusion all you want.
I think the Fusion's nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is.
I like Death Grip, bro.
He's got some other shit. He said he's coming out, and I'm like, what is it? He goes, it's coming out.
Is it a secret?
I think it might be.
Oh. I hope we get it first.
If we don't, I'm going to cry. He lives in a state that I know.
Yeah?
Like North Carolina, I think.
Oh, wow.
Hey, we'll hunt that son of a bitch down.
Yeah.
I know
Road trip.
I know the name of the company he works at. I bet we can find him.
But yeah, don't mess up your hands.
No.
Jiu-jitsu. It's not worth it. Ask me how I know. Go ahead and ask me. Because my hands are messed up.
Because my hands suck. Well, dude, I've been not taping some of my fingers. Yeah, those bitches hurt.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Yeah, my top knuckle up here hurts a lot all the time.
And this is like week 5 where we've said we should do a video on how to properly
No,
tape.
This isn't week 5. This is week 107.
It might be.
Yeah.
I was trying to be
proper taping.
Yeah. We'll get there. Maybe.
Well, remind me to bring up a video because we got made fun of by our videographer.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was great.
I bet that didn't feel good at all.
Didn't go well. did not go well.
Check.
But yeah, check him out on Amazon. Follow him on Instagram because he does do a lot of giveaways here and there. So you can get some tape to even win the tape after you buy some tape.
Perfect.
Not bad. Not bad. So check it out. Yeah, but we definitely like the Death Grip. Death Grip's black, so it's a little bit different. You see mostly white tape out there, but yeah, it doesn't look as nasty by the time you take it off. So.
Yeah, exactly. And
and it's got
it just looks badass.
Badass.
It's cool.
Yeah, badass.
Yeah, makes you look tougher than you are.
Yeah, Darkwing Duck.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was a bad reference.
That's a great reference. What are you talking about?
Boom, old.
Ah, sweet.
But yeah, then we have Top Mount Apparel. Paul, anything?
.com.
No,
Still
fuck
no?
you, dude.
No?
I let that go.
All right.
Yeah, I saw
Never
it.
again.
I saw the
Hashtag
opening.
done. Yeah.
I didn't take it.
But yeah, get yourself some cool shirts, man. Swag. Are the kids still using that?
I don't
term?
think so. I don't think so. If you used it, probably not. And now if they hear that you used it, no.
Done. They're like, oh, we can't use that anymore.
Oh, that's fucked.
This one old dude on this stupid podcast said it, and we're like, no, we got a new word.
But no, they got some great gear, great purpose. Regardless is a really cool movement. Check it out on their website. Yeah, we keep doing this regardless of making $0. Does that work?
Yes.
Just want to throw that out there.
Loving it.
No, but we love their stuff. Great guys. They're coming up to visit us in the next month, actually in a few weeks. So they get to beat the shit out of us.
Oh, speaking of top mount.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that that's how we start the roll, me on top mount.
Yeah.
So that I have a fighting chance.
Yeah. It's like...
I'm bigger than him. I know that I'm bigger than him.
Yeah. You're bigger than he is.
Yeah. I'm going to goon him.
Yeah. Goon the fuck out of him.
Only way I'm going to win.
Goon the fuck out of him and wet blankie him.
Oh, yeah. Wet blankie it is. Yeah, sorry.
If you guys want to know what wet blankie is, just ask Curler Gracie. He'll love to tell you.
Yeah. He'll be so impressed.
If you say wet blanket, he'll just look at you blankly. So it has to be wet blankie.
Wet blankie, yeah.
Key. Okay?
Yeah, it's good
Perfect.
stuff.
Yeah, he would be the next sponsor, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Royler Gracie.
Yeah.
Big part of the show. Yeah, not today's.
Well, somebody added him. What asshole added? Dave, that son of a bitch. After all these great times of him defending us for no reason at all to other podcasts, he had to add Croiler as part of the show. It's hurtful.
It is.
It's hurtful.
It is. But there you have it.
But if you guys follow us on Facebook over the past weekend, there was 2 different posts. One from Marcio talking about how amazing of a coach he is. And then there was another one by a guy named Rich, who is a black belt, been doing it for 20 years or something. And he was amazed and put Croiler up with the best of any coaches out there and ever. So, Rickson, all of them.
You say Rickson?
Yeah.
You yelled at me for saying Roger.
Yeah.
But
I said it and then stared
Rickson.
at you. I was like, I know it's Hickson, but I said it and I'm like, I'm just going to let Paulie catch that one and just be a fucking idiot. That's what I'm going to go with.
Jesus.
Oh, it's so much fun.
So if you cut the last episode, I said Roger Gracie. You're like, dude, bro.
No, I did not. I just
Roger.
I'm pretty sure I said something like...
Hey, I can mock you in my own way.
Okay. It's your story. You tell it.
They can listen to it if they want. He was like, bro, it's Hodger. I'm like, nah, bro.
We don't even talk this way. What are you doing? You fucked your own story up.
It's whatever you want to say.
Brah. Come on, bro. Dude, if we start doing that, everyone would stop listening.
Oh, for sure.
We'd lose every listener.
As they should.
Croiler would stop sending pro tips. He would fuck you guys.
Yeah. Hard stop. We're done.
Yeah, done. But, yeah, check them out if anywhere in the area of Elkhart, Indiana, northern Indiana, or if you're on 8090 going through northern Indiana, you can get to his school quite easily. So stop on in there. Oh, gosh. You'll be amazed with how, big he is. He's tall.
He's an enormous human being.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, Jen and Mel just went down there.
And yes, they did. They were there on Saturday, and they said went through the white to blue testing.
Excellent.
And said it was amazing. And I got a weird text on the way down there. And
really?
It was from Croyler. I was sleeping. It was 6:30 in the morning on a fucking Saturday. And my phone goes off. I'm like, what the fuck? My wife hit a deer. And I look at it.
How dare you?
I look at my phone, and it's Croyler, and it says, "You should divorce him," smiley face. I'm like, pretty sure that was from my wife. Asshole. So, yeah, it was for my wife. He was telling her to divorce me.
Nice. I mean, it's not wrong.
I mean,
it's just rude.
It's rude to point it out.
Yeah. It's like everybody already knows. Bro, come on.
There's no need.
You don't have to say it out loud.
There's no need.
Jeez.
Dick.
Also,
but check him out.
Yeah.
Get him a seminar, best seminar you'll have. Promised. Or your money back for listening to this podcast.
Yeah. See how that goes for you.
It's free. It's free, people. See what I did there? It's free. Then we have our home gym.
Yeah, Blackline. If you are in the greater Grand Rapids area looking for a place to train, come in, stop by, see us. You can meet the great Grappling Dads. hey, that's a fucking thing. yeah,
it
for
is.
Sure.
And I got an email from the guy that I met. It is a thing. It's Soulcraft.
They can come in and go like,
his name's Rob.
Yeah, this is it. Wow. I thought they'd be good if they had a Jiu Jitsu podcast.
No. Most of them have a pretty low. They've listened. They know the bar is set.
Our shtick.
The bar is quite low to the point where it sits on the ground. We're like, fuck it.
Yeah. Some people are like, how light do I have to roll with you? Scale of 1 to 10. I'm like,
-4.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
-4.
Please don't hurt me.
Yeah. And but no, Rob, Soulcraft, what up?
Hey.
He's a grappling dad himself. His son and daughter both roll at Soulcraft, so go visit him. He was a really nice guy. He's a 1-stripe white belt.
Legit.
He did bitch at me because he went to go buy a shirt and the sight's down. Because I took the page down.
Oh, yeah.
And because we're out of those shirts and we're moving on to our new merchandiser. So, Rob, be patient. You should get the new one that I just got designed. Paul?
Oh, yeah. I like it. You know, funny enough, I showed my wife, and she liked the ones that we didn't.
Which one? I like the first one now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you don't like the circle one anymore?
No, because it looks naughty.
Is it?
Think about it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now I like it even more.
Okay, we're going to do one just for Paul. But no, we have a really exciting shirt that's going to be coming out. It stems from one of our episodes. I really should figure out what episode that is. But it's just a white belt. But
we're getting so many episodes in now. Good luck.
Yeah, I know. Fuck. Ooh, 72 right here? Jeez. So we had talked about being a white belt and how I brought it up that you should be proud of what you're doing and who you are, whatever belt you are. But my story was about a white belt. So I came up with just a white belt. And thanks to a ton of our listeners, everybody just reaches out and calls themselves just a white belt. Sarah called herself just a white belt. A ton of people did. Yeah. And
they're using that as their sign.
Yeah, their sign on and things like that. So I think it's a really cool thing, and I really, we say a lot of jokes, and that one came out of a joke. But it's funny because it came from something you didn't particularly like. Like you were sick of being called, well, you're just a white belt. No, yeah. So anytime I fuck up, I was so sick of hearing, "Don't worry, you're just a white belt," because it wasn't said, "You're just a white belt. You're expected at it." You were said, "You're just a white belt. You're a fucking asswipe."
but the term has since morphed.
It has
into something totally different.
It did,
and it did when Croyler
talked about it when he was on.
And when you got your blue belt, he goes, "Congratulations! Now you're just a blue belt."
Yeah, it was the first thing he told me. Yeah, and it's true because he called himself just a black belt. Yeah. He goes, "I'm always just it's just a belt," and I'm like, "Yep, that's what it is. It's just a belt." So we're gonna have just the belt shirts coming out, and I think we're gonna do all colors, all the way up to black. And then we'll make a candy cane one for Spazzy and just send it to him.
There you go. Enjoy. She's like, "I'm never wearing this."
Yeah, you have your own T-shirt company, but wear this. So
it's a nice gesture.
Super funny. But yeah, just be patient, Rob. There will be shirts up. There'll also be one with our standard logo, which Rob said he really liked, and another one of the fans that ran into while I was out east liked.
My wife had a good idea about the logo.
Yes.
She goes, if you move the belt to the middle, the tails of the belt make it look like the A. So you can have just, and then the A is like the tails of the belt, and then belt below it. I'll have to point it out maybe later.
No, I know what you're saying. No. No, we could. Yeah, well, you really want to come up with design ideas while we're on the air here?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Clearly,
good.
I just did.
Yeah, let's bring up something visual. You fucking idiot.
Well, yeah, I suppose I'm better off trying to describe a move. Also can't do that.
Yeah, mine's worse than yours, though.
Oh, 100%.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
No, it's awful. It's funny, though.
It is comical. But, yeah, so we're going to have our own shirts coming out. And this takes nothing away from Top Mount. Top Mount's got beautiful stuff. We're not going to have that kind of stuff. We're going to have mostly stuff that's just from the show. And we didn't want to make Al do it. So...
Yeah,
he's got enough shit to do on his own to not sell our t-shirts. Yeah. Put all the money into not selling our shirts. We'll go ahead and do that.
Right.
So, but yeah, check it out. Hopefully you guys get out there and order them when they come out. I'll give you a release date here pretty shortly. Sound good? Okay.
Sure. What do you think? Want to get into this show?
Yeah, I think this will just be good.
All right, let's do it. All right. So I got on Jiu Jitsu Times and went down to their back catalog and found one that I read before. I liked it, so we're going to talk about it. Whee! What I have learned rolling with new white belts. All right. Some colored belts do not think they can learn anything from rolling with new white belts. One, that's damn shame.
That's fucking,
come on. It's a dick move, too.
Yeah.
It's like you can learn something from anybody, bro.
You really can. Don't fuck off.
Dude, Stambowski, he's the Grand Master says that.
Literally wearing a candy cane belt, like one of the highest ranked in America. Yeah. And he saw something he didn't know.
Right.
From his student. Yeah. Are you shitting me?
But
he can do it and you can't, Mr. Blue Belt?
Yeah, there's people out there like, well, I don't like rolling with lower belts because it's a boring roll and they don't do nothing and I'm not getting a good workout. And I'm like, oh, man, you're looking at this all the wrong way. Yeah. And it goes on to say, I used to be one of them. Happens. Sometimes you just need to be, have somebody show you the light, if you will. Like, no. Look at it this way and have that aha moment, change of paradigm. So when I walked into the academy and saw nothing but inexperienced noobs practically falling over each other, I would ask myself, why I even bothered enduring the hour and 10-minute trek to the gym? Wow, that's a long trek to the gym.
Hour and 10 minutes? What the fuck were you doing? Where do you live?
That's,
I live in South Dakota. There's not much air.
No.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds. Just roll with the tumbleweed.
Yeah, I've been there, dude. It's pretty damn freaking... Real quick, I drove out there because I had to bring a bunch of tools with me for work.
Ew.
And we were driving, and I go, holy shit, we're running out of gas. There's nothing. So I pulled into, the first exit. I'm like, okay, it says gas. Fuck you, I'm getting gas. Pull up off the highway. It's flat as a board, too, so you almost die, just fall asleep. And I pull into the gas. The only building that's there, it's a fucking house with gas pumps, like 2 gas pumps in the front yard, essentially, but it was a just gravel parking lot.
Ew.
Yeah. I pull up, I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking getting gas here. Risked it to go down to the next town.
Did you make it?
Yes. Thankfully, there wasn't much left.
The car died and you coasted up to the...
You probably could. It's flat as shit out of there.
Nice.
You could probably coast for 3 hours after you get up fast enough. Seriously, it's flat as hell. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay.
Moving on. South Dakota. Go check out the corn maze.
But, as has often been the case in martial arts and life, I was wrong. Happens to all of us. Rolling with the new white belts has helped me immensely as a jiu-jitsu. It has taught me to deal with aggressive opponents, allowed me to share what little knowledge I have with others, and, most importantly, it has humbled me. Well, okay.
Humble?
Maybe he got beat by white belts. Who knows? That would humble me.
Yeah. I mean,
Not really. I
was going to say, I don't see that as a problem.
Standard operating procedure. God. All right. I could prattle on for hours about all the benefits of training with the lowest echelon of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but my conscience would not allow me to bore anyone to that extent. Too late.
Too late.
It's
already bored, bro.
Too late. Instead, I will simply leave you with the 4 things that I learned rolling with the white belts. 1, they can help you train for aggressive opponents. As an animal lover, you know what? I probably should have just.
What the hell was that?
So I was just thinking, I probably should have printed it out and crossed off all the shit I didn't want to read.
Yeah,
but I can't just read ahead. I'm not that talented, so enjoy.
Enjoy the shit we don't care about.
As an animal lover, I have never wanted to be a bullfighter. However, sparring with a new white belt a year ago forced me to do everything except don the flashy clothing and black hat. Every time the bell rang, this BJJ newcomer would charge at me with his nostrils flaring, grab whatever he could, and frantically push and yank his way to a takedown. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So far, yeah, been there.
God, it's amazing how similar all white belts are.
Especially white belts that think they're tough.
Yeah.
Like they're either bodybuilders or powerlifters or they're
wrestlers,
just athletic wrestlers. They're just
not all wrestlers, just saying.
Just 99.99% of them, yeah.
Not all
or
of
100.
them. Not all of them, just all of them.
All of them, yeah.
All
100%. It's a whole different animal.
Well, it's their sport though. It's what they do.
I'm shitting on them, but I'm not hating on them. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I understand what it is. We just have to teach them that's not what this is.
Oh yeah, and perfect example, just real quick to start the whole thing rolling here, is rolling with a new white belt. First day there. Super nice guy, Navy guy, very cool. His kids in the kids class. Really nice guy, and he's dipping his head into my forehead immediately. I'm like, hello, wrestler. And then we're going, and I kind of tell him a few things, and then he goes, it's all counterintuitive to what I was taught, what I know, because he's like, being on my belly should be fine. I'm like, you know what I mean? And and he goes, it's okay. It's an okay place to work from, to get away from. I mean, I'm like, oh, don't do that. And he goes, oh, no, I get that. That's what I'm saying. It's the opposite of what. And he goes, I just want to come at you. And it seems that's not going to work. I'm like, no, that will not work. So
got to do things a little differently.
Yeah.
or totally differently, whatever.
Yeah, totally.
They got great takedowns, though. So
hell yeah, they do.
Dude, if you can learn takedowns from a wrestler,
good Lord,
get your learn on.
For sure.
If he ended up on top, he opted for a grind and smother method, driving his elbows into my face until there was not a layer of skin left. If he landed on the bottom, he would buck wildly, gritting his teeth, grunting, and using everything in his power to deflect my barrage of submission attempts. The poor guy wore himself out quickly. Yeah,
that's what happens.
As they do. But thanks to new white belts like him, I am learning to defend myself against strong, aggressive opponents. This is why this episode's a bit different. So
there's the angle.
Exactly. There's the angle.
Yep.
Let me finish
Keep
this
going.
one. Most higher level white belts and colored belts use a slow, technique-based style of sparring to subdue their opponents. They are great technicians, but poor teachers when it comes to dealing with wild attacks. New white belts, on the other hand, have proven to be a treasure trove of information on dealing with the blitzkrieg-style grapplers I am likely to face if I ever get sucked into a street fight. Precisely.
Yeah.
That was great information and knowledge right there.
I never even thought about looking at that way.
No, neither did I.
Not even
Until
once.
I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Because we touched on this a little bit with Croyler about the new, strong, athletic white belt being harder to roll with than somebody that knows jiu-jitsu. And for somebody of his level, it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah.
But for somebody of, average man/woman's ability, this is like you said, a treasure trove of this is what you're going to run into on the street.
Minus strikes, which you can help control a little bit by what you're doing.
And sometimes not even minus strikes because they're all assholes and elbows flailing. Dude,
I've been smashed so many times in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I've been fish hooked. That was great. I've been poked in the fucking eye.
Oh, yeah.
On purpose. The guy was like, I'm going to fucking figure out. What the hell are you doing?
I'm not sure if I ever got poked in the eye on purpose, but I have been poked in the eye so many times in the past that I typically close my eyes.
I close my eyes.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, white belts.
Yeah.
I mean, most of our audience. Just keep going.
Right.
Sorry.
So yeah, when you get a new white belt, they just do shit it's unorthodox because it's not jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, and we're used to jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so after a certain level, like, I know what you're going to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I know the moves that you know. So it's like, all right, you just kind of, I'm going to kind of put you in this box and then make the box smaller and smaller until I get my submission.
Yes.
With a new white belt that's just, like you said, gritting his teeth and flailing and doing stuff that's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. It is. It's confusing.
Yeah. And your jiu-jitsu has to beat that. And if it doesn't, your jiu-jitsu is shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's what is it going to do for you in the street? Nothing.
Exactly. So this is a really good way of looking at it. So rather than being butthurt about some flaily asshole beating the shit out of you, think of it like, if I'm in a street fight, it's going to be more like this than rolling with my blue belt buddy.
Yeah, which is very true.
Yeah.
Like I said, the new white belt that was in there like slammed his forehead into mine, and I'm like, for one thing, I go, this isn't going to work. And he goes, why? I go, for one thing, I go ahead and do it. And I twisted him into a choke because his neck's completely extended while trying to force his forehead into me. He's like, oh. Like, yeah. But still, like, if I didn't tell him that, he would have continually tried to put his head into my forehead, and it hurts like a son of a bitch. Like, this is not my shit. Stop.
Yeah, it's like that. I've had one person try to grind their chin into my eye socket where they're pulling up on the back of my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a thing now.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
All right. Never seen that before. It's an interesting technique you have, sir.
I don't often get mad rolling, even with new people that are flailing, because I understand it. I was there.
We were there.
I have a lot of patience because I was the douche of all douches. Mm-hmm. But I never tried that.
Fuck no.
I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to murder me? Like,
dude, did I have a bad look on my face? Did I insult your children? Why are you doing?
Well, it's just like, I was just trying to get you to tap. I'm like...
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's funny because I still think you're a fucking piece of shit for doing that. But on the other hand, I'm like... You're looking at me, you're like, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, you give them a chance, you explain things.
Yes. And
then if they keep doing it, now I'm going to cut your toes off with scissors. Like,
oh, yeah, that'd fuck you up. Oh, my... What you do... It's funny, what you do when you're that person... When that person's just trying to kill you, and they just won't listen, they won't calm down, you go right to your shit.
Yeah.
You're just like, here's my shit. It's going to hurt because mine's arm bars. And I'm just like, I'm going to take your arm. And I do. And I feel bad about it every single time.
So I've actually gone to the dick move of Papercutter choke, but not hard enough to get you to tap. It's like you're thinking about tapping, but you can't move, so you're trying to escape, but it hurts, and you're like, I don't need to tap, though. And it just hurts, and it prolongs the hurt.
I thought I was being a dick. Like, yours is well-thought-out asshole.
Oh, this is well-thought assholery. But, like I said, I give them all the chances in the world, but if you continue to do that, I'm just going to not quite tap you out.
Yeah, well, that's what, I go a little too far. And, I let them know. Here's your arm.
Yeah,
give it back to you now.
I'll put this in your car.
You may need some tape.
All right, moving on. 2B, whatever. This isn't as well written as Croyler's. Shocker. Their moves can be surprisingly effective. This is weird because it's like, what the fuck was that? And you're it's kind of, well, to be fair, the chin to eye socket.
Yeah,
was surprisingly effective. I
don't know how surprising that is, though.
Well, here's the thing, though. I went into ego mode and I didn't tap due to pride. At that, I'm like, I'm not tapping.
No, I would never tap. I would never tap to chin to eye socket.
But I wanted to.
The thought crossed my mind.
Well, here's the thing. I try to go pretty gentle and easy, and I give people things just so they can, I don't want to smash people.
And you want people to come back.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to be nice, but then when I end up in that position, it's kind of like, ooh, it's too late, and now I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah.
And it's not a move, but I'm like, because I haven't seen it, and they're big
how do you
and strong.
Get out of that?
I'm on the bottom, and I'm like, ooh. Well, then I became the Bucky Wild. Thrashy.
Flail.
I'm not proud of it, but it happened. All right. Most new white belt techniques can be easily deflected, if not entirely ignored. However, some of them are surprisingly effective. Case in point, about a month ago, I was rolling against a brand new addition to our gym. I had a 10-pound advantage over him. I mean, do you ask? Like, hey, bro, what do you weigh?
Yeah, what you weighing at, son?
Are you
Tip them scales.
Are you guessing? Whatever. So I went easy. I let him pass my guard, left my arm out so he could attempt an arm bar, and even gave up my back. All of a sudden, I find myself in a heap of trouble, though. As I lay on my stomach, he climbed on my shoulders, wrapped his legs around my neck, cupped his hands under my chin, and tried to yank my head off.
What the fuck is that?
You know what? That's actually better than the shit that was in my eye. Like I'm trying
awesome. You're humping the back of his head.
I'm trying to wrap my head around what he was doing to you, and every time I think about it, it gets funnier.
It's great.
Like it becomes more and more comical. I'm not saying I'm glad that happened to you, but
I'm kind of glad it happened to you. Kind of glad.
I like the story. Sorry, not sorry.
Though he was monkey humping the back of his head.
Yeah,
That's exactly what he was doing. He was monkey humping his head.
Yeah. Like a monkey fucking a football, if you will.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, bro, that sucks.
That's a thing. I would never want to lose a street fight to the
monkey
fuck.
Yeah. Oh man, I got monkey fucked. Oh, I can't show my face anywhere.
We're
gonna have to move, honey.
Yeah, going to a different gym. Though the move did not hurt, I could not get him off of me. Couldn't you though? You couldn't get him. No, alright. I tried pushing him off, but accomplished little more than grunting. It's getting worse.
It really is.
I shouldn't have read this.
No, this part is bad.
Man, my mind is broke. I tried twisting my body around, but almost choked myself. I'm going to move past that.
Oh, whoa. Why would that should not have been your go-to move.
I think they're a blue belt.
No, that's fine. No, I'm just saying, why would you turn into a crotch?
Because he's trying to yank your head off from the back. I don't know what else you do.
I don't know. I don't know what else you do, actually.
I would pull his fingers. I would grab fingers and I would yank the fingers.
Oh, the good old finger hold.
Oh yeah,
it's a good one.
Hey, I'm not.
Well, the toes might be there too, so you could get a good toe hold.
Oh yeah, whatever. I'm yanking something apart.
Oh yeah, get the fuck off me.
Something's getting wishboned. I'm gonna wishbone the shit out of your
wishbone the shit out of you to get out of this.
Another white belt technique.
Yes.
Like how many times you got to say, dude,
stop grabbing my fucking fingers.
Stop it. Eventually, he loosened up, and I passed his guard and choked him from the mount. But as I walked away, shaking my head at my embarrassing performance, I had to admit, he had controlled me. Yeah. Rolling with him taught me to never underestimate anyone with bad jiu-jitsu. After all, bad jiu-jitsu is not bad fighting. Kind of is, but it's not ineffectual, I guess.
See, so the problem with that part I don't like is bad jiu-jitsu is not jiu-jitsu. So
yeah, exactly. That wasn't jiu-jitsu. That was just...
Yeah, that's not. They may be wearing a gi and you're rolling with someone that's doing jiu-jitsu. They may happen to fall apart. Everyone knows a choke from the back should start with one arm, wrapping around the neck. That's not jiu-jitsu. You don't know the nuances and why you're doing and how you're doing it, right? That's not jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
so
that's just fighting.
Yes, it's just fighting. So it's not bad jiu-jitsu. It's not jiu-jitsu. It's just they're fighting for their lives. Yep. Which sucks. And if you put it that way, it kind of makes sense why they're flailing.
Yeah, most people I noticed that try anything go for headlocks. Everybody wants to just wrap my head up and squeeze it like a grape.
Yeah.
Do you get that too, or is that just
I don't, because my game's different.
I don't think you let people quite
I can't let them get to my head. So Brandon.
Oh yeah, because your neck is super fucked.
Yeah, and it's fine. I've heard so many other things that I just don't care anymore.
It's the old, you want me to give you something to cry about? Yeah, all right. I'm going to break your knee and your back.
I got so much stuff to hurt on you. Oh, fuck. So Brandon, when he started like his first class or second class, he comes in and I have him in my open guard and I'm pushing him away. But he's a tall dude, really tall dude. So he had long arms. So his go-to move to pass my guard was to grab the back of my head, and I just hurt my neck. This was shortly after I rolled that fucker.
I remember this.
And he just pulls on my fucking head. And, oh, my God. Chad was standing there, and I tap and Chad goes, oh, you shouldn't have done that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm broken, bro.
Or anybody, to be fair, but especially
that broken old man.
Yeah, right
That's
after your accident, too.
But no, and I felt bad for Brandon more than anything else because he didn't know.
No, he didn't know at all.
At all. I felt terrible because you could just see the utter horror in his eyes. I'm like, it's fine, bro. I'm broken and old. But,
that's the other thing about being a white belt. You inadvertently hurt people
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, you're not trying to.
No, never.
Because you just don't understand what it is you're doing.
Yeah, and you don't know, like, it's not muscle.
Right.
Like, that's one of the biggest things I think that this article makes sense to me with is they're using their muscle just like somebody in the street's going to do. And that's weird for us because most guys that you're rolling with aren't. They're trying to, because for one thing, most of the time they're working on it. They're working on a move. They're working to improve the technique. So they're literally trying to be technique solid, not muscle solid. Right. So it's really weird when you get one of the white belt in that's like, I'm going to murder you. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I end up in cradle.
Yeah, all the time.
It's like, I'm just being cradled. I'm like, and I get bored enough that I just whisper in there. I'm like, what are you going to do now?
Yeah. Does this mean you win?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, that's it too. I'm just like, I'm comfy. I can sit here if you can.
Right.
If you want to, you can just feel their muscle just holding and holding and holding. I'm like,
but yeah, the first thing we tell people, right, is relax. Like that's the first thing anybody gets told is relax.
On repeat.
So, I mean, Austin, Mr. Human Sibian himself, we had to tell him, bro, your whole body is shaking like a sex toy, bro. You need to settle down.
The new guy's the new one.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have another one.
Sweet. But yeah, so and he's getting better at it. He doesn't do that.
Oh, he doesn't do that at all.
Anymore.
At all.
It's a night and day difference. So now he's been there quite a few months now.
Yeah.
And he's settled down. He's doing actual jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
It's a phenomenal change.
He knows when he makes mistakes, which is a big turning point.
Bro, that's the best part when you're like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
You're like, good call.
Yeah. He jumped into me and put his legs too close together, and before I could even swim, he goes, shouldn't have done that. Yeah. And then I, of course, swept him and said no.
Yeah, but point being is, now we know what to expect
from Austin.
It's jiu-jitsu, and he's easier to control now.
Yes.
But it's going to make him better in the long run.
Yeah, he can start to, when you hear, you're always like, you hear, got to see the openings, and you got to create openings, blah, 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 right? You're never going to get that when you're a new white belt.
Right.
Because you're just grabbing whatever the hell you can get a hold of and yanking on it.
And to his credit, it is so hard to relax and know that I'm just going to lose.
Yeah.
And you feel like you lose the control over even muscling out of something.
Well, yeah, and then you get the thing where it's the pressure from last episode. Then you get to feel people's pressure, and you're like, holy shit, this is terrible. I want to tap because you lost your position because you don't know what you're doing. And now you're gassed because you used all your freaking gas tank to get to being on your back. Now you're all not good position, and now someone's smashing you to the point where you can't breathe.
Interesting though. So if you use all strength, like the typical new white belt that we're talking about, after one roll, you're gassed. You're done. Typically,
if you can even get through that roll. Right. Now, if you have some of those guys like Matt came in pretty fit as a wrestler, so he didn't really gas out very quickly.
Then all things being equal, right?
Yes,
on the average, bell curve and all
you're
that.
going to.
Whatnot. When you stop using all your strength and you relax, you're actually going to tap out, let's say, twice or three times more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the rolls, you still have a little bit more left in the gas tank. You
to go to the next roll, too.
Even if you're like a wrestler like Matt.
Yeah.
If you relax, you'll tap out more, but you'll have more in the gas tank, and you're going to get better. But you have to go, I'm just going to have to take my licks, take my taps, if you will, and get better.
And that's what Eddie did.
Yeah.
Eddie just started, like, he knew if he made a mistake doing something that he was going to get tapped. Well, he kind of embraced doing that. He's like, all right, I'm going to fuck this up, and I'm going to get jacked up for it. Yeah, you are.
Yep. But, yeah, like I said, it makes it easier for upper belts to control them.
Yes.
At that point.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not now the street part of it that you should, now that I'm reading this, you should have learned from, for us as the upper belt or the guy that's been there, even the white belts that have been there, been doing it for 6 months or more. Like, you should have taken that in and been like, yeah, that's just what he says. Just like in the street, this dude's going to come at me.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're hard as fuck to control.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's kind of, I don't want to say scary, but because it's uncontrolled fury, it's scary, dude. This shit can happen.
Oh, yeah. And what also can happen is, what's happened to me is I've almost hurt them because I get them into a jiu-jitsu move and they don't know it.
Oh.
They don't know they're in danger. And I'm like, and they'll just keep going. You're like, I'll literally have to either let go. I usually just let go, but then they flail. But occasionally I've locked in something that they're going to roll me onto my belly. And I'm like, you're going to snap your own arm, sir.
Well, they don't want to tap until it hurts, but sometimes it's almost like too late.
Yeah, and you can't blame them for that at all, but it helps you to get this is another angle that it could help you with, gets better control of you. Because now you can roll me onto my belly with an arm bar. I'm not going to break your arm. I know how to transition my weight around and not hurt them. And that came from rolling with people that were like, I'm going to push forward when you grab my arm. Yeah. Please don't. Okay, now I'm on my belly.
Well, I got caught in a heel hook the other day, Wednesday. And as soon as they brought the arm around, I tapped out. And he says, well, I wasn't going to torque on it. I said, I realized that. You had me. Yeah, I knew I was done. Yeah. And I said, I don't feel the need to feel pain before I tap. Like, I know when I've lost.
Sometimes I do. So for me, it's nice to know that you did get the tap. You feel the pressure that you got, and you're like, okay, I got that tap.
Right.
Now, when you're messing around with knees, ankles, yeah, fuck you. I'm just going to tap.
Yeah,
my ankles are different. I can twist around. But my knees, on the other hand, you get near my knee or a knee lock, I'm tapping. I don't care if you, I'm like, you get close to it and I feel you lock it, I'm done. But shit, I like to feel like, with my arm bars, I like to feel that tension occasionally. Like, yeah, I got that. I had it locked in right. I did the technique right, and I had it. So you got to be careful when you just tap out to everything, because then you're kind of taking away from that person's freaking... Like, I set this up perfectly. I did this. Not totally sure I could have finished it now because you tapped before I had a chance.
No, that makes sense. Have you ever seen somebody's arm get popped the wrong way?
Yes. Not here, but yes.
Oh, so...
It's disgusting.
I did it
fucking disgusting.
Another gym. And because I seen that...
I get that.
I don't care about your feelings.
Feelings are nothing to me.
To be fair, though, like, in a choke... I'm going to fight the choke because they're not scary to me. Like, if a white belt gets me and he doesn't know to let go, like, yeah, I'll probably tap earlier.
I can get you.
Oh, yeah, if you get me, like, but you'll know when I'm done.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
So I'll fight you to the death, to the brink of passing out, because I know that if I go, oops, and I don't, you'll let go because you'll
let go anyways. Yeah.
But, yeah, you just got to be careful with people that don't know. Yeah.
We've gotten there. Both of us, with each other, have gotten to the point where he hasn't tapped yet, but he's going to go to sleep, so I'm just going to let go. Yeah. And you let go. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was dying. We're good friends.
Good.
We are super good friends.
All right, moving on. 3 something or other. They can cure an inflated ego instantly. They can, or you can just get all butt hurt. I mean, choice is yours. In martial arts, an ego is like a fever. It is a sickness, but you are bound to get it at least once. That's very esoteric of you. Unfortunately, I have been infected with an ego many times throughout my martial arts career. Sometimes it was after I tapped an upper belt. Other times, it was because I managed to survive a round against my instructor without getting tapped.
He let you. That motherfucker let you do that. Oh my God,
it's
dude.
It's cute that you think that.
Yeah, that's adorable. I totally survived. No, you fucking didn't.
Yes,
he was working on a move that took 17 moves to set up, and he ran out of time.
Yeah. Watch, this guy's probably like a legit black.
Oh, yeah, and he's just going to come find us. It's going to be bad.
It's like, no, it was legit, and I'll prove it. All right.
All right, bro. Everybody can beat us. Whatever.
I'm assuming, but I think I'm right.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
Whatever it was.
Maybe I won't reach out to Jiu Jitsu Times. So you just want to murder my writers, huh? Yeah, a little.
Not all of it. I like the article. I'm reading it because I like it.
The article's awesome. Yeah. It really is. It's a great article, but we're going to pick and, we're Monday quarterbacking this shit.
Yeah. Whatever it was, it infected me. And the worst part was I did not even notice it. Luckily, I found the perfect medicine, getting tapped by a brand new white belt. However good I thought I was, tapping to a kid whose white belt was still stiff was like someone throwing a bucket of ice water in my face and yelling, "Get over yourself."
All right. I give you that one.
That'll do it. Granted, it was some tough medicine to swallow, but it was good for me, and I have my fellow white belts to thank for it. That's a good point. So that can be hard, right? So you're moving up through the ranks. You kind of think you're good. You think you're somebody. And the first time a lower belt catches you, you're like, motherfucker. It can happen to anybody.
But it happens. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck cares?
So people...
Shit, Amanda almost caught me in something when I wasn't paying... I was freaking rolling. I was like, there's no way she saw. Oh, she saw it.
Well, the first time your wife surprised me, it was an armbar.
my wife would do it.
And
yeah.
she
spins to it, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, it
happens.
Yeah.
Who cares? If Amanda would have done one more thing right, she had it. Fucking had it. You know, and because I couldn't defend it, I was just like, whoops, way too late on that. And I've done it with my wife. My wife's got all the way to a fucking choke, and I'm like, last second, 2 fingers in between, like, oh, fuck her.
Almost got it.
Almost got it. Didn't, though.
But yeah, I think that should happen to more people, just to keep you humble.
Dude, and why do people care?
Ah, boy,
if you
man,
tapped out, let's say you tapped out Croiler.
Oh, yeah, wow. We're stretching now, aren't we?
That is never fucking happening. Ever.
Bro, I was so close to that wrist lock when he was laughing at me when
I tried to do it while he was sleeping on the trip. He fucking woke up and choked me. It was like, what the fuck? Yeah, well, I'm going back to sleep anyways.
When I was wrist locking him and he was giggling and saying, better men have tried, I took that as so close. Just so close.
Right on the precipice of tapping.
Yeah.
But let's say he got tapped. I will guarantee 1,000,000% that dude would be so proud of you. He wouldn't know what to say.
Unless you tapped him with like chin to eye socket or monkey fuck.
Ooh, yeah, he'll be pretty pissed for monkey fuck. Oh, it's another shirt. Monkey hump.
Yeah, there you go.
I
designed that. Someone said getting brutalized by a monkey.
It's the back of a head getting brutalized. Oh, no.
People buy it.
Oh, no, we'll just do jiu-jitsu and a monkey humping the jiu-jitsu.
Oh.
It's not jiu-jitsu.
It's terrible. This show took a turn. Oh, God.
For the good.
Oh, for the better. Exactly. All right. So, yeah, ego. It's a thing. Get over it. It's tough. Well, point in case, right? So I'm the guy that
he's got another one.
Well, it was me. I've just mentioned this. Like, I was always the guy going, dude, calm down, relax, flow, blah, blah, blah. And Croiler was the one going, dude, you got to calm down and relax. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh, shit, hypocrite again?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, like
it's the wrist lock thing all over
Well,
again.
It's the thing. Like, that's my ego. Because when I'm rolling with somebody that's a lesser belt or equal even, you know what I mean? I can relax
Stay
and flow
comfortable.
and comfortable and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I'm really relaxed. I'm not using any muscle. But I roll with somebody like Croiler, and I just get super stiff and tensed up, and I'm doing the same shit that the brand new white belt does. I'm to a different level, clearly, but it's still the same.
It's still there. Yeah, it's the same damn thing.
And it's due to ego, not wanting to lose, wanting to prove myself in front of the boss, if you will. And it's just ridiculous.
You don't have that problem. You have to roll into that with, he's gonna kill me. I'm terrible.
Yeah, true.
Just keep thinking you're terrible. It's a pretty fun roll. Pretty fun roll.
Fair enough. Did you get to roll with him a lot down in?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so, but I kind of hoped for you.
He didn't roll one time.
Ah.
So we had a chance. We probably could have made time with Port City, but we ended up doing a podcast and the interview that we put
that was, dude, I listened to that interview. It was really funny.
It was good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I was funny. Those guys sucked.
Jesus. This is the start of the podcast, whereas I see. God. I'm listening. I'm going, oh, Kip. Oh, Kip.
Dude, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I like it.
If they weren't nice, like super nice people, they're just like us, dude. Just let's talk shit for the sake of talking shit. But we all got along. Like, dude, I sat there with me and Morgan and Amanda just talking. Most of the fights, just watching. Nice. Awesome. We stole Amanda for the night. Sorry, everyone. Take that. She actually apologized to me at one point. She was like, I would sit next to you and talk more, but my husband's here. And I started laughing, and she goes, I feel like I should talk to him.
Oh, you see your husband all the time.
Oh,
you
he's a nice guy and all, but fuck that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Way cooler.
I'm clearly more entertaining.
Clearly.
My podcast is rated higher.
Oh, Paul. Paul went there. They probably don't even look at ranks. They don't care.
No,
they just enjoy doing it.
Dude, I really enjoyed the podcast.
It's good. Have you listened to his other one?
Yeah.
The other podcast that he does that's a little different?
Oh.
Stay the Course?
No.
Yeah, check that one out. It's George with his different shits.
No kidding.
Yeah. Check it out. It's good.
Awesome. All right. Blah, blah, blah. Granted, it was something missing. Okay. Oh, moving on. I owe it to them. This is a biggie. This is a hugie. If you, all right, Biggie. Whatever.
Yes, stop, please.
All right. I am not good at jiu-jitsu. All right, so my previous comment of the coach gave it to you, I stand by that 100% now.
Oh, did he say that?
Yeah, well, he said, I am not good at jiu-jitsu. Ergo, you didn't last with your coach. Your
Fuck
coach,
no.
Your coach gave
your
you a
coach
present.
gave you a huge present with gift wrap and everything.
Yeah. In the last 6 years that it took me to get my blue belt, I got you beat. Took me 7.
You squash that.
Exactly. I have competed 5 times and lost 4 times in the first round.
So,
man, nope.
Good for you.
Exactly.
I mean, getting out there and doing it. Fuck
right?
yeah. Guess what my record is? 0-0. Too old to go.
Exactly. That's something I won't shit on you for.
No,
because
not at all.
You're
good
a bad
for you
man.
for getting out
stepped
there.
up. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. But however good I am, I owe almost everything I know to the instructors and upper belts who took the time to grind me into the mats, point out my mistakes, and help me fix them. Big deal.
That's a huge deal.
Why, then, shouldn't I extend the same courtesy to new white belts? Why shouldn't I impart what little knowledge I have on them in the hope that it will make them a little better? Am I here to simply improve my own jiu-jitsu? Wouldn't that make me selfish and worst at worst and an ATM for my instructor at best? I don't get that. Yes, it would.
Just giving your instructor money.
I suppose, but
I don't get it.
I don't get the idea behind it.
Why do you want to be an automatic teller machine? I don't understand.
I think you understand what you're getting at, but you worded it like shit. So, yes, it would. But thankfully, helping new white belts has reminded me that being a jiu-jitsu is not simply about me. It is about my school. It's about jiu-jitsu, too. You know, school aside, jiu-jitsu needs to be promoted in all realms of life. It is just a good thing to know. It's good for people. It's good for kids. It's good for community. So, yeah, just make people like it. Help people do it. It's a really hard sport / self-defense to learn. So if you can help somebody get through the really tough times of being a beginner, being a brand new white belt.
A white belt.
Exactly. Yeah. Dude, you're doing the world a service. You really are. And I commend you for adopting a white belt.
Hell yeah. That's what we've talked about forever is, you know, Paulie will take a few under his wings now because we're getting so big. So Paulie kind of jumps around and helps people now.
Well, it's funny because the school, it's pretty huge now compared to what it was in the past. And I'm like, I don't have the time to help everybody that I normally would.
It bothers you, doesn't it?
It kind of does. Like I feel, you know, because before it's like, you know, a person to come in and I could take you under my wing, and then another person that help out. Now there's just so many. I'm like,
well, we'll have 3 or 4 of them start in a day.
Yeah,
it's like holy shit. Which is awesome. Chad's doing a great job, so it makes sense. But yeah, that was weird. Anyway, Paul's over there like gassy or something like that. I don't know what the fuck he's doing over there right now. He's like just making weird faces at the mic. Anyways, but yeah, it's so important to keep everyone coming and making it fun for them when they're the flaily white belt. But now we've learned that you can take something from that situation. So you can, you know, I don't know how you balance those, though. That'd be a pretty difficult balance.
Well, it's one of those things where you can tell somebody a few times and they just don't get it. Like, they don't understand what you're...
Either they don't want to or they're slow. What are you going with there? What's your vote?
No, it's human nature, right?
Yeah.
It's basic human nature that they have to overcome. Like when you're rolling with somebody... For all intents and purposes, it's a fight, dude. It's a fight without punches, kicks, and biting, you know? So when you're fighting somebody, your natural reaction, your human nature is to fight back as hard as possible.
Yes.
To not get tapped, to not get put in these positions. And to then be told, dude, relax and just let it happen, basically. Yeah. It's like, that doesn't feel right. So it's hard.
It's counterintuitive.
It's hard to make that mental switch. So while they haven't made that mental switch, hey, they're good to kind of use for if I get in a street fight, this is what it is. So my jiu-jitsu has to overcome at least brand new street fighters, I guess, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, essentially. And I think that's a really cool article. Honestly, It's an older one from them. We should probably look up the people that write it and then actually give their name.
Yeah, we could do that. Oh, geez, is it on here?
See if it's on there.
Let me see.
But no, it was a really cool slant on that because I hadn't thought about it that way. And I'm constantly just telling white belts, like, stop poking me in the eye, settle down. breathe, you son of a bitch, breathe.
Breathe. Stop holding your breath.
You're turning blue, you bastard.
The guy's name is Chris Zahar. Chris Zahar covers mixed martial arts events for the Jiu Jitsu Times. He is a second-degree black belt in karate and a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. He lives with his wife and son in Virginia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought I was going to say second-degree black belt in Jiu Jitsu, but
yeah, I was going to go.
I thought he said he was a blue belt.
Yeah. No, but that's cool though. Yeah. Anytime I can hear a different angle or different perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking great. I love it. I also love eating it apart.
Oh yeah,
it's super fun.
Yep.
But I did. So we were last time I was rolling doing drills with a white belt and we were doing ankle lock.
Oh yeah.
Right. One of the straight ankle lock.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan's it's one that I fall to. It's so simple to fall into. Really, it's good. It's Morgan's go-to. So she was showing it.
Yeah, and she taught that really well.
I thought she really just conveyed that very well. It's her shit, and you knew it. You can tell by the way she taught it. It was really well done, and it's what you can do in a tournament. Mm-hmm. It's the only one you can do in a tournament as a white belt.
Right.
So that's why she showed it. We have a few guys there competing on November 17th.
Yep.
Yes, my daughter's one of them. She still wants to do it. So I talked to Chad last night about it. So Addie really wants to do it. Her friend Natalie's doing it. It's
wow.
Yeah, so they're going, but there's a lot of the adults that are going to go and compete at the Fuji here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So come on up, you can see us there. We'll be along with a humongous crowd of Black Lion people. And we stand out because we're awesome.
Yeah.
Ish.
Or just loud.
No, but we're doing that ankle lock, and he is literally shaking while trying to do it. I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, bro, I didn't know what to say. I was like, no. And then I realized halfway through it, I'm like, oh, my ankles are stupid and don't care. Like my Achilles, it just doesn't matter. You can pull on it all you want, and it just, I feel nothing. Justin's done ankle locks where I'm like, nah. Then he switches to something else and it breaks me. Yeah. Then he fucks me up.
That'll do it.
Yeah. You win on that one. But ankle stuff, I don't care. Like, go ahead and that straight ankle lock, you can pull on it for a long time.
Before you leave, I want to try it on you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I just want to just see.
No, that's
just
fine.
Fun.
Yeah, no problem.
Not doubting, just want to see.
No, like I'll tap to it just in case. But
I figured you would.
Yeah, just in case because it doesn't hurt a lot. But I'm like, this could probably break something at some point, so I'll tap.
Yeah.
Like it's not a manly thing. It's literally just my ankle goes that way. It's just like, yeah, go ahead, fuck it up.
Did you see Tom the Blast's last post?
No.
So he was in a tournament and they had a picture of him in a tournament and they were smiling at each other. It's like a big shit-eating grins on their face. And then 2 posts later, like maybe a couple days later or whatever, he takes a picture of his ankle and it's fucked. Yeah. He's got this big, huge goiter on his ankle. And he goes, yeah, that picture where I was smiling is just after he popped my ankle. And he goes, it was one of those things where I was going to let him get it because if I rolled through, the judges would see it as an advantage for him, and I didn't want to give him the advantage. So if I just let it pop, then I could get my own submission after that. And then he kind of went along the whole idea of, when is it stupid and when is it okay? Like what kind of
I'm tapping to something.
Yeah, because somebody else did that and they just got shit on by the whole jiu-jitsu community. Basically, like you just tap. He's like, I get it, but if your livelihood is this, you know what I mean? This is where you make your money and all that kind of fun stuff, and you know you can take
winning
it.
And
you
money.
Know yourself. Yeah, it becomes a little bit different.
Yeah,
so
different.
he goes, this is one of those do as I say, not as I do. So please tap. Don't do what
he just did.
He goes, but I've had mine broke and ripped and stuff so many times. It just literally, it doesn't.
I know how to heal it. Yeah.
It doesn't affect me anymore. I can walk on it just fine. It'll be,
And that's what's weird. Like good example is when I was with Justin during his test. He got a hold of my foot, and he literally took my foot, heel, and my toes, and started turning it.
No.
FYI, didn't give a shit. Like, because I giggled to myself because I'm like, Justin can beat the living shit out of me. He's amazing, brown belt, amazing. So this isn't talking shit at all, and he was dead. Like, this was like 2 hours into his shit. So
I heard he had a semi-rough warm up.
Yeah, a little bit. Fuck, dude, I'm surprised he didn't die. And but he grabbed it, and I ended up in Mount. Because he literally, he even told me because he's like, when I got on top, he finally let go of my foot, and he goes, "Your ankle is weird." I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, totally good with that.
Yeah, do something else.
Yeah, because he was just pulling on it, and I'm like, don't care. But if he heel hooked me, I'll just cry.
That's more of like a knee explosion, right?
Yeah,
there.
that's fuck that noise. No. But yeah, so anyways, we were doing that, and he's just shaking, and I had Morgan come over, and she's showing him, and it's your fallback. It like clicked with me during this episode. I'm like, oh, that's why they do that, and that's why they get so tense, is that's their fallback. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh shit, I'm either going to get killed or I'm not going to win this right, and so now I'm going to over muscle it. Either you're doing shit wrong, I'm going to muscle it. I'm going to die, I'm going to muscle it.
Yeah.
So when you're that tense, your muscles can't stay that way. So they end up going and shaking.
Well, a lot of people, when the technique isn't really spot on, and you're squeezing, well, your go-to is just keep on adding more horsepower.
More horsepower. Yeah, more and more strength, and you end up shaking.
Yeah.
I'm like,
check.
Like,
It makes sense.
That makes sense. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Woosah.
So, but I'm sure I did that dumb shit too. So.
Yeah, everybody does.
But I think it was a good article.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Go Jiu Jitsu Times.
Yeah, and do we have anything else? Contest is still going. Still haven't made a post about it.
Oh, we should do that.
Yeah, I know. We have presents.
Oh, so I went
Prizes?
to upload the last
pro tip.
And you have to sign me back in.
You fucktard. You forgot it again.
Well, usually it just keeps me signed in. But every now and then it's like,
it drops you out.
It drops you out. So, here, matter of fact, I'm going to get it. And I'm going to just slide it across the table for you and have you sign me back in.
You dumbass.
Yeah, well, I can't help myself.
Fail.
Yeah, no.
Fail.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh, and so what are we going to ask Roller to talk about next? Do you got anything?
I was thinking... Because he did the half the pressure thing, right? So he's got pressure from the top.
Yes.
And he didn't really do it from the bottom. He said that's an entirely new pro tip. So I would like him to explain how you are like molasses, like you said. How are you weighty from the bottom? Like, how can you do the same thing?
That's going to be a tough one.
That's going to be a tough one.
So I don't know if that's a good one to go with.
Maybe I should have a backup one?
Yeah, I'll go with a backup one just strictly because he's explained that to me a little bit. And
you didn't understand because it's just too hard.
It's very difficult. And even he said while explaining, he's like, this is a tough one because there's a difference between connection and being connected. Something right. We might want to come up with a different one. But we'll try.
If you have any ideas. If you're listening to this and you have any ideas, you're having any problems, send in an email. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm struggling with this. I have this issue at my gym. I have this issue with my jiu-jitsu. I have this, whatever, taboo topics, whatever you want to know about, let us know. And we'll ask the expert or just make shit up. And let you,
or both.
Yeah, we can do
either
both.
one.
Yeah,
we do both.
Typically we ask the expert, give his ideas and opinions, and then be like, "That's stupid." Clearly, our ideas
better
are
at
superior. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's one thing I am going to share. A friend of mine now, I guess I'll call him my friend, Steve Austin, Scion BJJ.
I guess I call him a friend.
I don't know what else to call him. I don't know.
He's my personal acquaintance.
Talk to him on the phone? I don't know. But no, we were chit-chatting, and he's got a really cool camp that he's starting up to do. So I'm going to go ahead and post that on our socials. It sounds like a really cool camp that he's trying to get going and have people go. It's in a tropical dopeness somewhere with everything's there, all inclusive, basically just to roll and train and be awesome. So
that's cool.
I told him I would send it out there, but check out his Scion BJJ. It's really cool there in Philly. The spot is awesome. The gym is amazing, and Steve's got a great story behind him. He wants to come on the show. He's pretty well set on coming out and being on the show with us.
He knows that it has to be a personal thing.
Yes, he does. It was the first thing he asked, actually. He was like, do you do Skype? And I said, nope. And he goes, okay. Looks like I have to come visit you guys.
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
So let's be honest. He's going to come visit Croyler.
Well, I mean, close enough.
Yeah. Well, he did offer to come out for a seminar.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Should probably talk to Chad about that.
You should probably do that. Hey, Chad. What are you doing pretty soon?
Steve's awesome. It's a cool cat. It's got dreads.
Just like you used to have.
Huh? Acid rapper? Huh? Yeah, let's go on to that real quick. So Chad, our wonderful coach, and He was the one part of a acid rap group,
a boy band, if you will. Same thing.
And as soon as we find any tape or recording of this, we will share it and die.
Worth it.
Right there afterwards.
It's not like he hasn't killed me before.
It's true.
Yeah.
But he's come back from it. He's no longer an acid rapper. He's actually a father of 3 and a good jiu-jitsu coach. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess
again, if you ever want to do a little BJJ in Grand Rapids, come
check us out.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of great people there. Chad's the instructor, and if he's not there, then we got Jesse, Justin, and Morgan, and Ben.
Perfect.
Got a bunch of backups. But I think that's all I got. You got any parting shots over there?
If you'd be so kind, if you're bored, you're not doing nothing at work, you're just like twiddling your thumbs, waiting for the clock to run down, leave us a review. They're fun. They're awesome. Yeah, that's good times. We'd appreciate them. They help. They make a difference.
They really do. Just get on there. Start following us on Facebook. I know a lot of people don't use Facebook anymore. So check us out on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We don't do a whole lot right now because we're old and stupid.
We're still on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. The videographer, real quick, just speaking of all this stuff, is so she's over.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, you guys need to be on YouTube. We're like, no one's watching the one we have out. And she's like, yeah, it's because you suck. I'm like, okay, but beyond that. So she's come up with a whole plan. She's looking into getting the lights, the memory for her professional camera. She's thinking about maybe setting up.
Does she have one of those little boom mics so you can hear?
No. So we got to look into that
because her camera should have an attachment where it has a little Rode mic or something.
Yeah, so it can get that. We'll look into that. I don't think that's too expensive.
No, they're not.
So we'll do something like that so you guys can see us because she was making fun of us that we didn't have one. She has a GoPro too, so she'll do 2 angles to see both of us.
Fancy.
Yeah. So we need to find some chairs. That's why we started sending you chairs yesterday.
I was going to say, I'm like, why is...
Because we want to get back to, she's like, it'd be better for the camera. And when you have guests, then we can point the second camera at the guest. So, a lot easier. Anyways, we figure people want to see that. I don't know why. I am very pretty.
Well, no denying that.
No, you can't take that away from me. Woo! But yeah, that's all I got, except for we've hit the highest ranking in our sect, in our amateur sect.
In all of amateur sports, right?
Yeah, all amateur sports and recreation, which is a very large section. All of them are, but we've hit the highest that we've ever hit for that ranking, which goes on new subscribers and things like that. So thanks a lot to all our new listeners. We appreciate the hell out of everybody that's here, and we just hope to keep on doing them and having you guys enjoy them.
We have to thank for that. The Great Northeast Podcast and Kazushi, because it's, right after we were on them that our ranking just went through the roof. So thanks, guys.
Is it a delay? Because that was a few weeks ago.
I'm just giving you shit because I do that.
Yeah, I'm not giving those guys anything.
Well,
maybe Kazushi. Hugo's really nice.
He's cool.
Doesn't know how to buy a mic, but Greg.
Get a new mic, bro.
Get a new mic, bro. I'm almost going to buy you one for Christmas and send it to you. And be like, here, this is what you need. So, get a new mic. But Hugo's good. So, but yeah, we really do appreciate everybody out there.
Thank you for listening.
It's amazing. We're ranked in multiple countries, which is insane.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I was working on that this morning.
Before,
yeah, I didn't know how, and then I figured that out. So yeah, the more listeners we have, the closer we get to giving you guys more content. So, evidently you want that. Yeah. So
weird.
Yeah, no, weird. You want to hear us more? Then we might interview people.
Nah.
Paulie hates interviews.
I do.
I like interviews with certain people. I think Proud White Belt might come on.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right.
All right.
We'll do that.
All right, everybody.
Peace.